Okay, I'm here at the Fantasy Flight booth, checking out Warhammer Discwars, and just here with Michael Gurnis. He's going to give us a quick rundown of how to play the game.
You bet.
All right.
So, Discwars is a tabletop battle game involving discs that flip to self-measure their movement. When one disc ends its movement on an enemy disc, it is pinning that enemy disc. At the end of every round of play, discs resolve combat when they're pinning an enemy disc. This disc compares its attack strength to this enemy disc, which has a counter strength of 3. This disc does 3 damage to the Error Boys. The Error Boys do 3 damage back to the Hookland Pistoliers. The Error Boys take 3 damage, which is not enough to beat their toughness of 4. The Pistoliers take 3 damage, which is enough to beat their toughness, and they are killed. Throughout the round, some discs can make ranged attacks, and you do other abilities using their keywords. The Hookland Pistoliers have a keyword called Mobile, which lets them move and also make a ranged attack. Their ranged attack is indicated by this arrowhead marker. It's short-ranged, and they roll 2 dice. Each dice that causes a hit does 3 damage. In this case, we rolled a miss and a scatter. If there were another disc within short range of the target disc, we would re-roll the scatter. Unfortunately, this is also a scatter, which means no hit is caused. So that's how ranged combat works. To activate discs, we play cards. Each card has a strategy name: devious, cautious, steady, bold. Each card also has a number of activations that it confers. If I play this card, when I get to resolve it, I can activate up to 4 of my discs, but it has no special ability. This card is cautious. It's slower, but it does have a powerful special ability that allows me to remove an activation token from one of my discs, which means I can reactivate it later in the round.
All right. So you got different customizable armies here, various different special abilities on some of the different discs there.
I'll show you a couple.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
That's fine.
This disc has magic. It's a bright wizard, which people know. It's an iconic figure from Warhammer Fantasy.
Right.
He has a keyword, Magic 3. That means that this disc can activate to do magic damage to an enemy disc within medium range.
Okay.
So I place an activation marker on it, and I can do its magic level and damage to that other disc.
Nice.
In this case, 3. Unfortunately, this disc has a drawback, so it takes a little bit of damage whenever it uses magic.
Gotcha.
Not all discs have that.
So when is this being released?
We are shooting for first quarter of 2014.
First quarter of 2014. You get 2 different armies in the box and
4
different armies.
Yes.
And you get this terrain that we see here.
Yep, all the terrain.
Okay.
The felt is not included, but is recommended, like with X-Wing, to help create a less skiddy play surface.
Right.
But the discs can be played on a tabletop.
Okay.
Or like a paper surface like this would actually work fairly well.
Right. What's the hammer for there? The Warhammer.
The hammer represents who has initiative.
Oh, okay.
At the beginning of the game, we roll off. The person with the higher roll gets the initiative. It's the ultimate tiebreaker.
Gotcha.
So if we play cards that have the same strategy,
Gotcha.
if we both played a cautious card, this determines who would get to resolve their card first.
Okay.
For timing.
All right.
It's also a tiebreaker of last resort in who wins the game.
Okay.
If we tie on victory points.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Bet.